right, it's Coop from Gamervision here with Eric. Why don't you explain your position here at the company?
I'm Chief Creative Officer, which essentially means I'm Managing Studio Director. The product that we just finished up was America's Army, and we did that in collaboration with Red Storm. It was a collaborative product where the two of us were able to each bring strengths to the table and get together a gigantic project in a very small period of time.
Did you actually get any help from America's Army on making it?
Absolutely. They were very good about informing us on the core values and making sure that we have sort of high survivability, technical superiority, and really wanted to make certain that the Army was presented in an accurate light.
All right. Did they draw any lines anywhere? Like, was anything you pitched to them shot down?
Well, certainly areas of realism, was something that we had to sort of skate the line on to make sure that we were able to still have the game be fun and be a compelling first-person shooter, but at the same time, we wanted to make certain that we made the Army happy too. You don't want to make the Army mad at you. That's a bad idea.
All right, so why don't you just give a brief overview of the game itself?
Well, essentially, it picks up where the previous PC and Xbox titles left off, but we think that there's some pretty good advancements in it. It wanted to have a compelling, fun first-person shooter, but with a solid RPG system that was accessible. It's got some squad tactics, which are really cool. You're able to play with 3 friends on the same console, as well as online multiplayer. You can get in gigantic engagements, and that's where a lot of the fun comes from, as with most shooters.
You mentioned earlier that it picks up from the plot where the first one left off. For anyone who hasn't played that, where is it leaving off? What's it leading to? Like, what's the plot of the single player?
You're a soldier that's entered into the Army, and you're being trained up. And your abilities progress. You're able to assign that like a typical RPG. So you're able to assign attributes that you want to improve. And as far as the story goes, what we're doing is it's sort of an ambiguous. We're not trying to promote, hey, we're going and beating up this country or that country. It's sort of an ambiguous, made-up country, because it's more about being able to experience being a soldier, giving the player an experience where they can go and use all these high-tech weapons, the bleeding-edge weapons that our soldiers use, and being able, to experience that in a realistic fashion that they can't in other games.
What are you most proud of after seeing the completed product?
What I'm most proud of is I would say probably the graphical glamour of it. I mean, it is a very pretty game, and really what we accomplished in the time frame. I don't think there's too many other developers in the world that could have done that. I mean, we had far less than a year to develop a complete 360 title, and without working in collaboration with Red Storm and High Voltage together, I don't think anyone could have done it. I'm very pleased with the product as far as graphics. I'm pleased with it as far as gameplay. But if I had to pick one thing, it would be that I think it's really pretty for given the time frame.
Maybe not a lot, but there have been protests about the game. Some soldiers coming back from the war.
Yep.
Any comment on that, or?
Well, I think that when we've had a number of soldiers actually play the game, and we think that when soldiers actually do get some hands-on with it, that they'll see that it's respectful. It's in no way intended to diminish what our soldiers have accomplished and continue to accomplish. The game is all about not necessarily any given conflict that we're in currently or in the future. It's more about the experience of being a soldier.
All right, thank you very much.
Cool, it's a pleasure.